welcome to a brand new episode of Black, White, and Red All Over. I'm Victor Dandridge.
Crom. I'm Ryan.
That's real. That's real.
Yeah.
We're having a little Conan love fest going on right here.
Pre-production, talking about various MMOs and.
Yes. It's what's best in life. It's not our fault. Okay, so you know what it is.
It's all about Thulsa Doom.
Oh God! All right, so we've got some good reads.
Yes.
We had two suggestions that I was really happy to have gotten.
Yes.
Those, actually.
Yes.
They were quite good. So where do you want to start?
Ooh, that's a toughie.
Because we did two that are the same, and then did we defer?
We did. I went with Jeff Lemire. I believe you went with Robert Kirkman.
I did. You know, both very stellar talents.
Yeah.
But you know, checking some things out. Where do you want to go first?
I'm actually really curious about this Walking Dead.
Let's talk about it. For a minute, it seems like everything has kind of been in a safe zone. Yeah. So, you know, it's kind of time for something major to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, right now we've got this huge zombie horde that everybody's working together to try to curtail and deal with, lead them away, and it's huge.
Some really cool interactions between Rick and Negan.
Yes, in a strange way of it's like the weirdest buddy cop movie you've ever seen. It's like if Danny Glover really did want to shoot Mel Gibson.
Okay.
Think about it.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I'm too old for this. I want to shoot you, though. So, being that it's time for something major to happen,
Something happens?
that's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. No spoilers, bro. No spoilers. But let us just say that, that's all I'm saying. Yeah, I'm going to have to sit on that. So, that's going to be rough.
Now I got to read it.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. And for all you guys out there, somebody please tweet me, give me some solace. Let me know that there's someone else out there. Put it in the DM though, because I don't want to spoil. But let me know that I'm not alone in this right now, because I dial back my emotions just so I don't spoil anything.
That is fair.
Now, tell me what Jeff has pulled off.
It is very weird. But all right.
Okay.
It's got kind of like a Black Hammer type vibe to it.
Okay, all right.
It centers around the city, Royal City, that is there's a factory that makes plumbing stuff, and much like most areas in America where there's manufacturing, it's kind of going downhill in terms of, so the people are, it's a city on the decline.
Okay.
And it centers around, the story centers around this one family, and it's almost like a Philip K. Dickian sort of thing, where I don't know if he's playing with different versions of different people.
Okay.
But it might be a ghost story. There's something going on, and even saying that stuff, I've not spoiled anything.
Wow. Okay, because I was gonna say, well, you're kind of leaning, but no, that's still.
It's a very, very cool experience. It isn't just something you read; it's an experience. Very cool.
Okay.
He does art. He does the writing. So this is very much
Jeff is total package.
Yeah.
I mean, and generally speaking, you can't go wrong when you go with Jeff.
Yeah.
I mean, Lemire knows what he's doing across the board, except for IVX. I'm sorry. Did I? Sorry. That just came out of nowhere. I don't even know what happened. Just a hater fit. Just hater fit. Hashtag hater fit.
That book is doo-doo butter. I just say it. I'm supposed to sell copious amounts of it.
You are.
I just hate
but
it.
Listen,
It's just
sometimes no.
no.
Okay.
Yeah. Just
This, yes. Other stuff, meh.
Yeah.
Who's the publisher on that one?
On this one, Image Comics.
Yes. Now, speaking of Image Comics, and someone else who is doing the whole shebang, I got to give a shout out to Extremity.
Yes.
That was amazing. Now, this was one that was a suggestion for us to tackle. It's issue 1. Daniel Warren Johnson.
Yes.
Not a name that I was familiar with.
Neither was I.
But I'm about to be.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued.
It's very cool.
It is.
It's got like a high fantasy kind of vibe to it, but also with a little bit of technology.
Right. It's like cyberpunk is not correct. What do we call it? Neanderthal punk?
Like Space Conan?
Space. Ooh,
Crom.
that's Cromwell.
Yes,
Crom very well.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Space Conan.
Yeah.
That is a perfect delegation.
Because it's both. It's it's like almost like something out of a heavy metal magazine.
I was just about to say, I need a soundtrack for this thing. This should totally have some serious crazy rock style something behind it.
Because it's violent.
Yes. Oh, so violent.
It's gory, but in very select ways.
Yes.
I'm already really curious about the full backstory on these people.
Basically, okay, the non-spoiler setup is we're on another world.
Yes.
And there are at least 2 clans of people that are at war and have been for some time.
Yeah.
One overtly antagonistic to the other.
But there's definite reciprocation.
Oh, yeah. It's not like, oh, these guys are sheep. No sheep. There are no sheep here.
No.
And did you read the letter in the back of what it's born from?
Yeah.
Yo, I respect you
Yeah.
on that one. Like, to put that out there, absolute total respect.
Yeah.
I can't even, yeah.
Yeah. You don't get that kind of stuff too often.
Right, right. Like, to put yourself, literally, put
Yeah.
yourself
Yeah, that's the thing.
on the page. That's real. So this is definitely a series that I will be
Yeah.
following just because it looks amazing. The
Yeah.
story is great.
Yeah, the coloring, the art,
man.
the story, none of it's forced. Like the way they talk just feels like it's that world
Yes,
without.
absolutely. How weird is that? To feel familiar to something that is brand new.
Yeah.
That's how you know you're doing it right.
Yeah, that's quality work to
Exactly.
do that.
So definitely check that out. And if you are an artist, definitely check it out because it looks like there's a lot of brushwork here, and that's impressive.
Yeah.
That's, I mean, across the board, impressive. So, Extremity number 1.
Yeah, definitely good.
Now,
Yes.
Avengers 5.
This was the one that, when it was suggested, I was like, I'll
Right.
read it, but
Right?
I don't.
I mean, I've dabbled with Wade's Avengers.
Yeah.
I've dabbled with this particular brand with Mike Del Mundo on the artwork.
Yeah.
It's kind of a kooky Avengers team.
Yeah.
You know, we're back to like, I don't know, when Cap and Scarlet Witch, Quicksilver, and Hawkeye were the Avengers. And you're like,
Okay.
all right,
Yeah,
yeah,
they're members of the Avengers.
Sure.
It works.
This was kind of crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, it was fast paced, and the way it all worked. Like at first, when I was reading, I'm like, okay, is this going to be a book that is smarter than it's supposed to be?
Right.
But it all kind of fit together.
It did, man. Like curse you, Mark, for actually having some pretty good personality.
Yeah.
And letting it shine through to these characters. Because I mean,
Yeah.
I don't even know if there is a favorite anything in here. Like it was all just great.
Maybe when Cap said that one thing.
That was a moment. That was
Yeah.
a moment. No, for me though, it was when Vision said that thing to current Cap.
Yes.
That was funny.
Yeah.
That was funny. And very well illustrated.
Yeah.
Del Mundo, he does like such a crazy.
Yeah.
It's like if you had watercolors and then splash water on it, but it's all digital.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's.
It makes sense when you look at the book.
Yeah, I mean, obviously. This is the same guy that he did a Weird World.
That's right,
which,
he did.
Beautiful.
Very, very
weird, but beautiful.
Yeah.
Same thing. So, time travel and that
Yeah.
kind of visceral.
And done right.
So good.
Violence when you need violence.
Right.
Funny when you need funny.
All of that.
And then,
Perfect.
yeah.
It was really good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm at a loss for what I would pick for book of the week for my set. I mean the wow factor of Walking Dead was great.
Yeah.
Extremity being something brand new that I didn't even see coming.
Yeah, that was really solid.
Yeah, and then Avengers for me.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was a fun story. I don't know.
I'm calling these like books of the week.
Yeah,
Like,
'cause it really is.
yeah,
And
yeah. I think that's
people,
solid.
yeah, people out there, please go to your local shop, read them, and then tweet at us. Let us know
Yeah.
what your book of the week is.
Are we full of the hooey, or did you love these as much as we did?
Yeah,
And hated IVX because you're supposed to.
IVX. I
Just doo-doo butter.
can't believe it's not doo-doo butter spread.
It's time for honorable mentions. All right, so honorable mention wise, we've got one title that is the same.
Yes.
We both did America
Yeah.
number 1, phrasing. But then we went separate,
Yeah.
and I do believe you won the
won.
separate war.
I totally won.
So I'm gonna get mine out of the way.
Fair. That is fair.
Ooh, you win so good. Okay, so I took on Superman number 18, and this is the new Superman Reborn stuff, where it looks like we're going to see what this other Clark Kent is all about.
Excellent.
So there's, that's the strange thing. Okay, so the New 52 Superman died.
Yes.
All of a sudden, Clark Kent shows up,
Yeah.
who doesn't seemingly remember being Superman.
Yeah.
He's like literally Clark Kent. And everybody's like, what? I think there's something that's about to be revealed here. So this is building up. This is part 1 of this story, and we're going to see some interesting things, I hope, happen. This is Tomasi and Gleason always doing their job. This one, yeah, I'm kind of excited. Yeah. Like, I want to see where this goes. So,
because that is one of the biggest questions we've got coming out of New 52 into Rebirth.
Yes.
Like,
who's this other Clark?
Yeah.
Why is there another Clark?
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. You can't ever have too much Clark, or can you? Kenty. Absolutely Kenty. All right, stepping into the winner circle.
All right. This is by Action Lab. Is the single greatest 28 pages I have read all month. And we're filming on Tuesday of February, so it's not March yet.
Technically, yeah.
It's called Amerikarate.
Wait. Say it again.
Amerikarate.
Amerikarate. That's one word, people.
Without spoiling anything.
Yeah.
This is the mission statement. In a world that outlawed karate, one man fights for his right to fight karate for America with karate. It's this dude and his brother that he carries around in a backpack because he's missing his arm. There's nothing right about this. And
why didn't I read you?
It's like some kind of post-something wasteland where karate is outlawed, and he's now in this town, and then he has to karate stuff, and then you find out like ninjas like ruined the town, and so like they stole the cows.
There's a Footloose
Yes.
variant cover.
Yes, there is, and I failed and did not order that. Yeah, and there's like a Footloose scene in there involving karate. Yeah. So.
This guy's obviously in the Conan game that we were talking about earlier.
Right.
Okay. Okay, this one's not for kids, though.
Yes, it is not for kids.
Okay, good to know.
There's a moment of Aardvarkis and Flagrante. There's several uses of some of my favorite 4-letter words.
Okay.
Okay. And then
like
there's like
fart. Fart is in there. No, fart's not in. Okay.
No, not yet.
All right.
And then there's like an exploding fist punch. It's.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So, if your local comic store is as degenerate as I am, definitely check them out because this book is fantastic.
Oh man. I didn't know. Like, I didn't know.
I didn't either.
I didn't.
Like in the order package is like Amerikarate. I'm going to order that.
How many did you get?
A couple.
Dang it. Does anybody already have dibs on that?
No.
This guy. It's gotta happen. All right, so America #1 for Marvel Comics. I mean, we've got a litany
yes.
of cultural relevance with the creative teams here. I mean, we've got Gabby Rivera, Joe. Is it Quinones? Is that how you say his last name?
Quinones?
Yeah, I thought that's how you said it. Joe and Paulo Rivera and Jose Villarrubia on the artwork. So for a character that is super pro-Latina, they definitely stacked the deck on a representation on the creative side of things as well.
They brought in creators that are intimately familiar with such things, and that's something to actually be commended for.
Yeah,
so
definitely. Yeah. Did you like it?
It was a fun read.
It was fun.
It really was. It was kind of fast paced.
Yes.
I don't know. It was interesting because it's not. I don't. Linear is not the right way to say the story, but it's very. I don't know.
It's not broken. That sounds negative.
Yeah.
But it jumps.
Yes.
It jumps.
Yes.
Definitely jumps. Yeah. I feel like it's culturally smarter than I am. I'm not gonna lie. Like I think like this is written for 20-somethings that are vastly more cool than me. Like it's pseudo hipster. It's not quite like total hipster, but it's so close.
It's very hip.
It's very hip.
Like the characters are all really smart.
Yes.
They all communicate with like incredible like conversations and wit. They're very comfortable with who they are and their power sets.
It's fun though.
Yeah.
Definitely a little bit more advanced than, if you're like, hey, this is a female character, I want my daughter to read it. Depending on the age, I wouldn't necessarily just throw at a young girl.
Yeah, Moon Girl for the younger reader.
There you go.
This I would say 12-ish, 13-ish up.
You're being nice. I'm far harsher than that. I'm like 14, 15. Almost able to drive. Yeah. You drive to the store and get this book yourself. then you can read it. Like that's kind of where I'm at. But that's only because I think it does carry like a maturity tone.
Yeah.
You know, there is some hints of sexuality. Got a deal.
Some stuff happens.
You know, some stuff. You know.
Aardvarkis and Flagrante.
I'm going to get that on a T-shirt. Like that might be what we call this episode. Pretty please, if we can, because that's hilarious.
I need a spelling.
Yeah, we all need the spelling on that one because I don't know how to spell it. But
Same.
there you go. But no, this was an interesting issue. I do think that it's going to bring up some very interesting talking points for this character continuously. But she's made a splash. I mean, she's not brand new.
Yeah.
She's been in Ultimates. She's been a carryover from A-Force. All these fun things.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of
very
on it.
cool.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Good week.
Yes.
And thank you guys for coming in and telling us
A couple books that I wouldn't have read.
never.
Yeah.
Wouldn't even have come close.
Yeah.
So mad appreciate that. Mucho apreciado.
Aardvarkis and Flagrante.